Hi there everyone. This video is designed to show you some of the features of Google Earth which you will be using to create a map for your geography task. For those of you who are very new to Google Earth, there are some few just basic features you need to understand. On the side here we can see we have three icons that allow us to navigate around the map. So the easiest way to navigate around the map is just literally to click on the hand and drag where direction you need to go. However, if you wish, you can also zoom out using the slide bar here. So we can zoom out, pressing the minus, and we can zoom into a location by pressing the plus. We can also, if we wish, we can track where we're going by look where we're going by using the icon, which will allow us to actually see where we're going. Or we can use the directional arrows in the middle there to actually navigate in whichever direction we wish to go. For the purposes of the task that you are going to be doing, you're going to be needing to be dropping pins, okay, to establish locations that are of importance to you. So as you can see here on this map already, I've already placed a number of pins. So for instance, I have a number of places where some friends are. I have a gym, a house, okay, and some local supermarkets. Okay, in order to drop a pin, it's a fairly simple task. The first thing you need to do is to make sure that you are located over the area you wish to drop a pin. Now you can do this a number of ways. So for instance, if you wish, you can drop a pin by typing in a location. So in this case here, I'm going to type in Henley Beach Square. Oh, sorry, no, that one doesn't work. So I'm just going to type in Henley Beach, South Australia. Okay, then you make sure you click search and the map will track over to where you're going. Okay, as we can see here, it is already tracked over to Henley Beach. Another option as well is if you wish to drop a pin is you can literally just click and drag and make sure that the location you have, click on the location with the hand and that will make sure that it locates the area. To drop a pin, it is there very simple. What you need to do is you need to come up here and click the Add Place Mark. Okay. Now with the Add Place Mark, what will happen is that for this task you will need to add a bit of information. The first one is you will need to type in what the place is. So in this case here, I'm going to call it Favorite Beach. Okay. You can then color code your pins by clicking on the pin and then choosing whichever color you want. So in this case here, I am going to keep the color of the pin as yellow and then click OK. In addition, for this task, you are also going to be required to write a very short description about your location. In this case here, you just need to make sure that the tab is on the description and then write a description here. So in this case here, because it's my favorite beach, I'm going to write down, I enjoy riding my bike here on hot days and meet my friends. This occurs every month at least and is very busy both day and night. Okay, then we click OK. When you're dropping a pin, guys, it's also very important that you put in all your information in at the first go, because what often will happen is that it's very difficult to re-edit the pin once you've already added the information, and therefore may be required to delete the pin and start all over again. Okay, the next thing I'm going to show you guys how to do is how to trace a route. One of the things you might be required to look at in the task is actually trace important routes that you take. To do this, we come up here to the third icon, which is called Add Path. Now we click on the path. Now it's important that we leave this box blank to start with. Okay, so what I am going to do is I'm going to zoom out. I'm also going to drag this away so it's out of my way. Okay, and then using the little square that I've got here on the screen as a bit of an icon, okay, and using this to navigate my way to make sure that I've got it, I am going to left click, and what you basically do is you click on waypoints to make sure to make a path that you wish to do. So in this case here, I'm tracing a path of along the River Torrens, which is how I like my preferred way of getting to my favorite beach. Okay, as you can see here, you can do multiple points. Okay, now these things can be as long or as short as they need to be. Okay, so we'll just leave that as there. Then, once I've completed that, what I then need to do is I then fill in the information exactly the same way as I did previously for the pins. So in this case here, I'm going to go preferred route to the beach. Okay, and in the description, I'm going to add a bike path along the River Torrens that I ride, make sure I spell it correctly, frequently, but is little used by the people who live around it. And then you click OK to save it. Okay, and this will once again appear up here. So if we can see over here in the places, I've got a whole series of places that I wish that I have saved. Okay, now at the end, once you've completed your map, you'll then be needing to make sure you send it to your teacher. Okay, in order to do this, you need to make sure you create a folder. Okay, so we can go, you create a folder and then you right click on it. Okay, sorry, my apologies, messing around. You right click on it, okay, and you go to save place as. Okay, you'll then have the option of saying is a KMZ file or KML file. Either one of these is fine, okay, but you'll save it in a location. So in this case here, I'm just going to put it down as geography map. Okay, and then what I can do is that I can then upload that to either Google Classroom, or if at the very least I can email it through to my teacher. Okay, now one thing that is very important that I think completely neglected to mention is the first thing you should do when you're doing this is go click add folder. So this needs to be the first thing you do, okay, in your task. And then you put down geography task, or the name of the task, which is me and the world. Mapping task. Okay, then everything I can create from now on will be saved in that folder. Okay guys, so hopefully this has given you a bit of a heads up on how to use Google Earth, and that best of luck with it when you commence it in class.